So guys, back again. It's another live stream session. And with me here is an LG 49-inch 4K UHD TV, smart TV. Uh, what's the symptom of this one? What's the root cause? And what is the solution? What is the solution? Sorry, what was I saying? Solution, yeah. Well, that's what this video is about now. Of course, just to be sure what the problem was, I powered on the TV before I started live stream because I wanted to be sure of what I'll be doing. Okay, so it's a blank screen problem. No picture, blank screen. So I'm going to power it on now so that you guys can see what we have. Okay, let's power on. Okay, there. It's on now. Yeah, it's actually on. Can't see the picture. Can't see nothing on the screen. It's absolutely nothing on the screen. So, all right. How do we diagnose? This seems to be a fairly not a TV that hasn't been used for a long time. Like it's fairly new. As you can see, we still have this protective plastic film on it on the cabinet. You know, yeah. So, but well, let's see what we can get. Let me power off now. Let's see how far we can go with this repair. All right. So, I'm just going to go through the preliminary check first. Yeah, preliminary check. What we'll do is, yeah, first things first. Because we have a TV with, as you can see, what's that? Two ribbon connectors. So that's telling us that there likely, there's certainly, yeah, likely two PCBs on the panel, the right side and the left side. So what we'll do is disconnect one side first. Let's see if we disconnect the left side, how would the right side be like? Okay, so this side is disconnected now. Power on. Did you see that? Let's turn off the lights. Okay, I'll power off again and power on. Power off. Power on. Now, guys, look. What was that? Screen came on, no, half of the screen came on and then went back off. Why was that? Why did that happen? Okay, so that would lead us to talking about the root cause of this problem. But before then, let's check the other side of the panel, see how it is, see if we experience the same thing. All right, power off. Of course, before you do these things, it's important to power off first. Even before you disconnect, it's good practice to power off the appliance first. Do not power off, excuse me. Oh my God. Oh, bloating. Sorry for that. Okay, so before you power off, before you disconnect, if you do not power off before disconnecting or while disconnecting, if the TV is still on, it could cause the pins on this, the exposed conductive area to make contact with the wrong pins on the socket. So that can cause some serious problems. It could damage the cuffs. So that's one tip, guys. I'm reconnecting here now. So I'll disconnect the right side now. Let's see what we get. Power on. Oh, we have picture. Okay, that's good. That's good. Mm. So let's see. Hmm. You have picture. Well, like just as I expected, there's a common second symptom. I call it secondary symptom. A common secondary symptom with this panel. Let me zoom in so that you guys see what it is. I will show the model of the panel so that you see, you know what to expect. Okay. Do you guys see those lines? Call them scanning lines. So apart from that, I hope you can notice that the screen is kind of like breathing, like in this fashion. Breathing, breathing, something like that. Can you see that? Can you see? So this now is something to take care of, but we're going to come back to this later. So let me zoom back in. I'll zoom back out. We'll talk about that later. But first things first, what's the root cause of this problem? GIP shorts. Yeah. When I say GIP shorts, I mean there are circuits embedded inside the glass or embedded in the glass. Those circuits, over time, they will develop what I'll call, they sort of fail, and then you just see what looks like wires touching each other. So when that happens, you see that the protection of this, the protection mechanism that has been built onto the motherboard or the timing control area, when it detects that short, the screen will go blank. So that was why when the right side rather was connected the first time, and this side disconnected. So as soon as the TV came on, and then the timing control circuit detected the short on this side, the right side, it went back off, it went blank. Yeah, just to protect the circuits, the timing control circuits. Yeah. So that's the reason for that. So guys, you can leave questions or comments, as the video goes on. Okay, someone has a question. Yeah, I wouldn't consider any question as dumb. Fastest loyal. So would a dead capacitor or diode cause that as well? Yes, they could cause it. But in most cases, dead capacitors or shorted capacitors don't cause that, depending on their location, where they're located, in what circuit they're located, they may not cause that initial burst of voltage or powering on. You just experience a total dead display. No initial powering on of the screen. Yeah, usually you don't get that with dead capacitors or diodes. Yeah. So that's it. So any questions are welcome, guys. No questions are dumb. So I appreciate that question. Now let's delve right into this, the solution to this. So we've considered the symptoms, or the symptoms. Yeah, in this case, two symptoms: the initial symptom, blank screen, and then number two, the scanning lines and the breathing motion or appearance. It's sort of flickering, but it's more like breathing. What's the solution to them now? We've considered their root causes. I've explained that, GIP shorts. Now, there are what I'd call two solutions. One common one people refer to as the taping method. So with the taping method, you could block the faulty side of the panel. Now, I'm going to demonstrate that. I'm going to try to block the faulty side of the panel using a tape. Then let's see if that fixes the problem or if that fixes all of the problems. Do you get it? I hope you got that. Okay, so there's an additional question or just a feedback. Okay, thanks for acknowledging that question. I was super curious because I don't do TVs. I do general soldering stuff. Okay. had no idea about signal wires and the ICs involved. But yeah, I get that. It's okay. That's okay. I want to pin your message. Okay, so yeah, we all learn. Of course, I don't know everything myself, so uh, when the opportunities like this, we make the most of them so that we can learn. So let's try to tape the faulty side now. So I have this tape right here. I just cut a bit of it out. That's tape, as you can see. Now, here's something I need you guys to bear in mind. When people tape, when they block pins on the ribbon, when they block the conductive areas, there's certain things they do not realize or they do not bear in mind. One of the things is this. Do you see this tape? Do you know that this tape sometimes fails? The tape sometimes it fails. Sometimes the pins right within the socket pierce through the tape and then make contact with the conductive part of the of the ribbon. Did you know that? I've actually experienced that before, and I thought that it was the good side that was now faulty. Only for me to troubleshoot, diagnose, and see and realize, ah, wow, the tape had failed. So this tape, I, I'm usually not comfortable using this method, but I still do use it sometimes. But in this case, let's see if it'll work and work well. Mhm. All right. So another thing that people don't bear in mind is this, or they do not realize. They think that the pins that you block. Okay, let me zoom in so that you guys. Just a moment. Okay. So some people think that they think the pins or the conductive parts of the ribbon that you block are like the same for all the TVs. For instance, okay, first thing I should mention that gate signals, the tracks on the ribbon that you block must be gate signals. Okay, so now how do you determine the gate signals? I mean, how do you know where they are? Well, for me, I know where these ones gate signals are. I know that for LG, most of the LG is around here. So, but how you determine that is you actually do have to have some experience, or you must have someone to guide you. So here's what I do with my multimeter. Okay, let me zoom out. Oh, sorry, zoom out just a bit. My multimeter, I try to like always ensure that I'm taping the right tracks. Okay, so I'll power on now. So with the positive probe on the first trace here, I get 1.4 volts. Okay, I think I should use my lens because I want to be sure I'm making the right contact. Okay, I get 1.4 volts. On the next one, 1.4 volts. The next one, 1.4 volts. Yeah, so that tells you those are the clock signals. That's saying that you need to determine how many clock signals there are on the ribbon. How many clock signal traces there are on the ribbon. And then you also have to determine how many analog signals or analog voltages are on the ribbon. So determining these things is crucial to fixing this successfully. But I know that for this panel, usually we'll have 8 or 10 clock signals, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6 analog voltages. Then among them, there are 2 that are toggling. So in order to determine the ones to block, you bear in mind they have to be the clock. They could be the clock signals as well as the toggling voltages, and then the voltage, the positive voltage, the positive drive voltage. That's the high voltage VGH. You may need to block that as well. But with experience, you may realize that there are voltages that may not need blocking, But for me, just to make this video progress quickly, this live stream progress quickly, I'm just going to determine the lines that I'll block, the traces. Okay, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, just as I said, 10 clock signals. Then 11, that's the high voltage. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. 12, 13, could go 14, 15, 16, but I like to stop at a point. How many I'll block, I'm not going to mention, because I've always said that in my live streams, certain details I would reserve for memberships or for those who request them and are willing to make a donation. Okay, so I'll just do this now. Okay, so I'm taking care of it now. What I'm doing is ensuring that I'll block the right traces. So I have my tape here now. Remember to power off now at this point. I'll power off. Power off. I'm playing some music. I don't know if you guys can hear it, and if it's not intrusive, if it's actually bringing about an exciting live stream or interesting live stream, an enjoyable one. I hope. I really do hope. So I'm going to trim this way. I notice a lot of people trim before they put the tape on the ribbon. So I don't know how to do it, but well, this is how I do it. Is it out? Okay, this one's out. And then you next. Oh, what's wrong with this thing? All right, your next guy. Done. So it's all taped here. Like I said, how many traces I taped, that's reserved for memberships or for those who would love that, additional information. Who would love to have it? Who would appreciate having it? Who need it? Okay, so I have blocked the traces, the gate signals that I think are most important to block. So I'm going to power on again. Let's zoom out and power on. Oh, it comes on. Okay. Let's not forget that I mentioned there are 2 symptoms. Yeah. So 2 symptoms means I have to check for both. For the second symptom, there are additional or secondary symptoms to be sure that we have a perfect display. Okay. So, okay, I need you guys to look closely. Let me zoom in now. Can you see that we still have the symptom, the additional symptom. You see that, guys? I'm trying to. Can you see, guys? See them? Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera to not focus on my finger. Yeah. So the scanning lines are still present. Am I noticing any breathing motion? Okay, not really. Okay, so all right. So the taping method works this far, but guys, we still need to take care of this issue. So what I'll do is I'll have the TV standing upright while I turn it up, like from behind. That way I'm going to be able to work on it, take care of that additional problem. Okay, so that's what I'm about to do now. So what I'll do is I'm going to like take out the bezel partly. I'll separate it, like open it up so that I can reveal the PCB on top. Maybe I should raise the, okay, let me raise the camera so that you guys can see what I'll be doing, just a bit more of it. Okay, so there. Watch me as I separate it. I'll power up first. Okay, just taking out the screws quickly. I don't want to make this too boring for you guys. I hope it's not feeling boring at all. Okay, I think we have one more screw to go. Just one more. All right. So, oh, we have some tape. What looks like what do I call this? This tape. Tamper-proof tape? Yeah, something like that. I've broken them now. Okay, there. So I have this foam. With this, I'll just place one here. As you can see, guys, see that? So this way, the panel sticks to the backlight. Doesn't, it doesn't change its position, sort of. So it doesn't fall out or tilt outward. Now I have access to the gate signals here. Although, because I have blocked them here, from here, I blocked them here. That means I will not get all the ones that I blocked. I will not get all the gate signals, but only the ones that are unblocked will be here. And then here, we have resistors. Let me zoom in just a bit. So I have resistors right here. Oh, it's feeling difficult. Okay, let me just take these things off. This grounding tape. Okay. So there. With these resistors here, can do quite a lot of work, with these resistors right here. So I'm going to zoom out again because what I'll be doing here is strictly classified. So apologies for that, but stick with me. Try to see if, or wait to see if what I'll do will fix the secondary problem. All right, so that's it. So let's get right into it. So gradually taking care of it. You know, there's something about these gate signals. If you understood, if you knew the function of each one, that would give you an idea of what to block. What I'm saying is, the gate signals, each of them has their function. So determining which one to block is something that understanding them would help you to achieve, to get done. Okay. Hmm. Um, if you, there's something, there's a thought that just crossed my mind now. If you were, if you aren't a technician, and it just so happens that your TV got bad, but let's say you have some repair skills, you've been able to repair some electronics in the past. Okay, now your TV got bad, and then you went online and stumbled on one of the channels, repair channels like mine, this channel. You see that, oh, okay, this guy does repairs. Okay, now you could do repairs, some repairs by yourself. You could go DIY. You could also like take your TV to a repair shop. But what option would you prefer, or might seem cheaper to you? Option one is this: transport your TV, especially if it's a large screen TV, transport it to a repair shop. And option two, contact a technician like myself and then make a donation or pay and make some payments so that they guide you on what to do. Of course, technicians successfully have guided people. They've guided people, they've assisted them to be able to fix their TVs. It's been really successful. I've done that myself. Uh-huh. So now, which option is cheaper? What do you think, guys? Pay the technician online, ask him to guide you, or transport the TV to a repair shop. I'd like to know your thoughts on that, guys. I'd really appreciate that. Okay, so almost done. Just one more thing. So if you are following, if you got my question, would you kindly leave a comment so that we can talk about this. I'll come check the comments soon now when I'm done with this, what I'm doing now. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so I'm done with that part of it. I'm not going to see if it works. Okay, so I'll power on now. Okay, power on. Let me turn off this light. Let's see if that works. Hmm. Yeah, looks like we have a perfect picture now. There. Let me zoom in. Can you see that, guys? Huh. What you're looking at are the pixels, guys, not lines. There are no lines anymore. The lines are gone. Yeah. So this is why I often prefer to work on this to fix these problems without taping. Yeah, the taping in most cases does not solve the problem, the entire problem. Yeah, in most cases. So guys, you want to? Whoa, sorry, my foot. Sorry, I hit the tripod. So you want to say something about this, guys? I'll appreciate it. So we have successful repair, and glad about that. So maybe I should show my face again. Yeah. So guys, yeah, it's your boy. The repair took about 30 minutes. I checked on the screen. Yeah. Uh, if you have problems like this, flickering picture, no picture, blank screen, no picture, no freezing, vertical lines, rainbow display, bars. Oh yeah, when it comes to bars, vertical bars. Oh man, that's probably my love, my utmost love, because I love to fix corroded PCBs panels. Yeah, cups, damaged cups. Oh, that's my specialty. I have a video in the box. A video that would feature two TVs, a 75-inch and 65-inch LG. Uh, that is 75 inches, 65 inches. Both are LG TVs. So there's something unique about them. In fact, those two TVs have almost 10 things in common. I hope I'll be able to do justice to that video. And I will try to use my voice for the video, So it's just that when I plan to use my voice while editing, then it takes time. It takes more time to finish up with it. But let's see what we get. I'll, I'll try. So thanks guys for watching. And yeah, my name is Akin Yemi, or Akin for short. I think I said something. I dropped a hint on a YouTube post about some changes that will be happening on the channel soon, pretty soon. Yeah, but I think I'd like to wait until a milestone. I'm giving you guys some hints here now. Until the milestone is reached before I reveal that change, before I start making the changes. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, that change is really personal. It's so much about me. But we'll see. So thanks, guys. Catch you on the next screen.